if you've clicked on this because you don't feel ready to start, this is exactly that video. Take for instance today, I wasn't actually going to record this video, but I decided just to pick up my phone and start walking. And this is kind of the point, that feeling that you're waiting for to feel ready, that feeling will never come. And it's not that you're not ready, it's just you're waiting for something that is actually stopping you from pressing record. I also waited to start my YouTube channel because I was waiting for that feeling. But then one day I asked myself a simple question that made me realise something. And that finally got me to press record. You'll never actually feel ready. You might think that you've got to work on, your confidence. You might feel like you will get a better setup, putting all of these things in place, more planning. Something is still stopping you because you still don't feel ready. And I have to say that feeling of being ready is a complete myth. I realised that because what I found is that there was always one more thing that I needed. And I thought, if I get a new camera, I'll be ready. If I get a new tripod, that will make, I'll be ready to start. But when I got all of these very unnecessary things, I realised that that feeling is just a complete myth. So one day, I asked myself one thing. I basically asked myself this question after all the scripting, all the setup, having everything in place. I asked myself this really simple question. And that question was, what is stopping me from pressing record today? I know it sounds really simple and I know it might sound really silly, but that actually made me think, what was stopping me from recording this video that I'd planned, I'd scripted, I had the setup already. What was stopping me from pressing record? And then I realised that it wasn't the practical things, it wasn't, everything I'd already put in place. It was just, I was chasing a feeling that I never actually was going to feel before starting my YouTube channel. And I realised that you're never going to feel fully ready before pressing record. And just recording your first video, you're never going to have that light bulb moment where you're going to say, right, I'm fully ready and I feel great. It's actually going to feel the complete opposite. So I didn't have that feeling and I just decided anyway to pick up my phone and start recording my first YouTube video. Now I'm only on week 7 and I've got lots to learn. That's why I'm documenting my YouTube journey for you guys to watch and to see what it's actually like as a beginner on YouTube. But just like today, when I really didn't feel ready to record, I literally just picked up my phone and started walking. So if you're still waiting and you feel you're being productive by waiting and, for everything to be perfect, waiting for that feeling, you're actually delaying your progress on YouTube. You're actually, delaying things is not being productive. And you will learn so much more by just literally, and you will learn so much more just by literally picking up your phone and starting to record your first video. Hello. And I want to ask you this question. Let's just say, for example, you had your channel name, you know your audience, you've got an idea of who you want to speak to, you have your script as well, all ready for your first video. What is actually stopping you from pressing record today? And it's probably you waiting for that feeling to feel 100% ready. And I mention this quite a lot on my videos, especially as a beginner, I've definitely learned this. But waiting for you to be perfect, waiting to be perfect before actually starting, it's never going to happen. The only way to truly do this is to show up. So what I'm trying to say is that imperfect is the only way that we will learn and we will develop our skills. And then it will actually get us a step closer to feeling that sense of being ready. So this is the only way you're going to do it, is if you actually just record, start recording, basically. Stop waiting and just start recording. That's my biggest advice here. And the biggest takeaway from all of this is that I just want you to start your YouTube journey. It's going to be messy. You're going to have you're going to have those days when you're feeling great and motivated to record and feeling good and prepared. You're going to have those days like today when I really was not ready to record this video. But I thought, you know what, I know now from being on week 7 of YouTube is that you're never going to have that perfect moment, and yes, it's going to be messy, but the most important thing is that we just start. And this is just such a normal stage to go through as well. You know, you're going to have the bad lighting, the bad locations. I'm still trying to figure it out, these walking videos. I just received my receiver for this mic. I'm hoping that the audio picks up and it's okay. But this is exactly it, is that it's not going to be perfect, but this is literally the only way that we're going to learn. So if you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel and you've been waiting for that feeling of being ready, that is probably the thing that's actually stopping you from starting your channel. It's never going to be perfect. You literally just have to press record.